I'm Leslie Stanton, Sustainability Manager for SEA Airport. It's run by the Port of Seattle. So the purpose of the Sustainable Evaluation Framework is to really integrate our economic development and our growth at both the seaport and the airport with our sustainability goals. So we know there are areas where we need to expand. So at the same time, we have these very aggressive greenhouse gas reduction goals as well as renewable energy goals. And so we have to integrate those somehow and make it so that when we do expand our footprint, we're able to do it in as low carbon emissions as possible and also with renewable energy. For example, we're building this new Concourse C expansion. It's 130,000 square feet of new businesses, new amenities at the airport. Heating and cooling that space became central to when we were developing the project. We actually calculated the increase in greenhouse gas emissions and analyzed it for the technologies we were considering. If we make this decision to not use our central mechanical plant and use the heat pumps, we were able to reduce about 600 tons of greenhouse gas emissions per year, which is quite significant. It's a 90% reduction for the entire 130,000 square feet. So that's a really innovative approach, and we're very proud of that.
I'm Jessica Brown, and I am an environmental program manager at the Maritime and Economic Division portion of the Port of Seattle. I want to talk a little bit about the Maritime Innovation Center, which has a lot of great sustainability and equity elements resulting from the Sustainable Evaluation Framework and leadership commitment. Some of the cool elements are a rainwater harvest system that can be reused on site. We obviously have solar panels, a lot of building material reuse on site to reduce that embodied carbon impact. In 2022, we had over 40 projects that went through the Sustainable Evaluation Framework process. Of those 40 projects, we estimate that almost 600 tons of CO2 will have been avoided through efforts implemented as part of the SEF.
I think one of the things that helped us be very successful in this was the fact that we started early with our stakeholder outreach. Even as we were developing the Sustainable Evaluation Framework, we met with every department. We listened to them in terms of what were their concerns, what were the barriers that they have, and could we use this new program to help them overcome their barriers. We also made a real commitment to analysis and working with our engineers and our technical folks and our experts who've been working at the airport and running our systems for decades. We had to make sure that whatever we recommended, it was going to integrate with what's currently there and help us get to that future state.
We are very fortunate at the Port of Seattle to have leadership that's really dedicated to sustainability and equity, and that element is so critical to our success.